at what we've done. Choking our world, loading the gun. Some minds are free. Greed is a prison, so hard to see. How many care? How many stand up? How many dare? How many care? How many stand up? How many dare? Oh, look at what we've done. Oh, look at what we've done. Nothing left to give. Bracking the earth, the place where we live. Water we can't drink. Chemical spills, rivers that stink. How many care? How many stand up? How many dare?
How many dare? To stand up, baby. That's what's going to be asked of us, to stand up.
How many stand up? How many dare?
Anyway, maybe it is Thursday. It's Thursday. I'm glad y'all are here. Let me fix that. Oh, shit. John always forgets to do that. Penny Hartleman was the first one to jump in, followed by Jeannie Love, Adam Hewitt. Hey, my man, how you doing? Bob K is here, and Trudy Baxter, Debbie Crapran. Let me see. Jeanette Miller, Sharon Betridge, Bruce Preston, A.K. Martinez 419. Glad to have you in the house. Judy Brendan, Breeden, I'm sorry. Pauline Hall, always a pleasure, baby. Always a pleasure. Tamara Harrington, how you doing, darling? Linda Gallup, David Ritchie is here. Shit, Jay Noswick is here. Stacy P. Hell, the whole gang's here. Let me get this situated over here so we can get in here. Mark, our blue dot greeter, is here. Progressively independent. There you go. And Carol DeBurs and Reva is here. Anyway, it is Thursday. It's almost weekend. Shit. First weekend of the year. Boy, howdy shit. Aren't we getting off on a good damn start? You know, this news that is continuing to hit about the attack in New Orleans and the truck in Las Vegas. And as proper, I guess, the news in New Orleans is taking prime. It's devastating tragedy. And the one in Los Angeles we're just starting to learn about. And it bothers me. It did. It bothered me today to learn who that was. He was an active duty Army soldier, Green Beret. 5 bronze medals. 5 bronze medals. I just can't help but think what made him, what brought him down like that. What brought the guy in New Orleans to the point where he was. We've got deep problems within our society. And they've been compounded in the last 8 years. I'd like to say I know how we get out of it, but none of us do. But we can't keep going down the road we're on. Something's going to break bad. And I fear for that. I think we all should. But I keep wanting to say it's us. It's who we are. It's who we become. I don't know how to get around that sometimes. Anyway, Miss Chick, how are you, darling?
I'm okay, John.
Yeah.
Been a busy
Good.
day.
Right.
Busier than I thought it would be.
Yeah. My,
Um, yeah, watching the news. I'm trying not to watch the news, but you
yeah.
can't escape it really. But people want to try and think that they know, or there's, conspiracies,
We're trying
whatever.
to find
In the
sense in it.
meantime, there are 15, was it 15 people now that have died in
Yes.
New Orleans, and 35 people were hurt there. A few people were hurt in Las Vegas, along with the man who might have apparently shot himself, and
Evidently, he
as the
shot
thing blew
himself
up.
before the truck blew up. That's what the
Right, but
news
what
is
we don't
reporting.
know is what exactly was going on in their minds, in their lives, to
Yeah.
cause them to do this. We're trying to make sense out of senselessness,
And
and
that's
it's
hard
not
to
going
do.
to happen.
It is. No, it isn't. It's because how do you measure this? How do you I don't know.
You
I'm
can't.
so
It's just, you
yeah.
can't. And
It
meanwhile, we're
pains me
left to grieve with all the families.
indeed as a
And
nation for
I
not
was
only
I
for
had a
our
doctor
society
visit today,
itself.
and on the wall there was this poster about suicide, and it said in their little thing, their list, it said, for every one person who commits suicide, there are 135 people that are directly affected.
It creates a ripple, baby.
Yeah,
Every death
yeah.
does.
And these
Every
types
death.
of things, it
Yeah.
ripples across the whole country.
Yeah.
You don't even
I
have to
think
have known
everybody's
the
in
person.
shock over just the senselessness of it. Uh, yeah, shaking. That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. It's it's mind-boggling. I don't know if you're looking for an answer from me. I've got just as many questions as everybody else does. How in the
Hmm.
shit does our society get into the situation that we're in now, and what we're facing ain't no better. What's coming down the pike is it's going to get worse, and we know it.
And having somebody who is going to be in the position, the most powerful position in our country,
Yeah,
supposedly,
yeah,
come out
yeah.
and
And
say
what does he do?
he
What does he
lies.
do?
Well,
Yes,
whatever. It's what he does, but the most egregious one
he
is to
tries to
automatically
capitalize
decide
on it.
where this person came from and whose fault it was. It's all the Democrats' fault because they let people across the. No! Could you wait for
Yeah.
the investigation at least before you open your stupid yap?
No, no, him or Fox News.
And that's going to be in the head of our
Within minutes,
country?
they had I understand some story on Fox News saying that they had seen this truck crossing the border. That's bullshit.
Well,
It didn't happen.
it was a rental truck. It did go across the border a couple weeks before this guy rented it. Somebody else rented it.
Somebody else did it. They acted like it just happened. You know,
Yeah.
any way he can slant this uh, towards the immigration angle, he will do. He will
Yep.
do.
In the
And our
meantime,
in the meantime,
he's gotten all of that twisted and wrong. We know that, but we're
yeah,
we're talking to a wall. We're really talking to a wall. The,
he's going to be the president of the United States. If you
ugh,
can't you can't trust him for telling you the truth,
no,
for waiting to get the information before he opens his stupid mouth. But he doesn't give a shit what the truth is. He's going to capitalize on any story and try to frame it in any way he can.
there you go. Grab a
Yeah,
hold of it, and it's yours. I
yeah.
guess. I don't know.
It's
Grab the truth by the pussy, John.
yeah, that's what it is, I guess. Boy, howdy shit. Let me catch up real quick before we get Dave in here. I want to thank AK Martinez 419 who came in with a $5 donation and said, John, we are trying to move from Central Texas soon, hopefully by summer. I would love to smoke with you before we leave. Well, hell, AK, let's shit, see if we can make that happen. I'm always up for a good burn, buddy. Always. Adam Hewitt, my man, came in with $2 and said, I miss Walter Cronkite. Love all you dots. Yeah, that was a simpler time, wasn't it, Adam? And Kay Allen came in with $10 and said, Trump inspires and lies, then Musk pays Trump's bills. Yeah, there's a problem with, there's a whole problem with his whole idea of what he thinks the government is going to be this time. And yeah. Hello, Dave.
Hi, family. How the frickin' hell are you? Once again, America.
Ain't that the,
America.
That's kind of the way you feel, huh? Oh,
Yeah,
man,
well, it's.
Oh, yeah.
You're breaking
My
up.
sound system is messing up on me already. Darn it, I'm going to have to shut the sound off for just a minute. Y'all continue with the conversation, and I will be right back after John yells a bunch here.
Okay, can I don't know, Mrs. Chick, can the rest of the family hear us? Are we
Yes,
still
they
live
can.
on air?
There we are.
Oh, you're back already?
Yeah, we got it.
You
We got
didn't.
it
You
fixed.
weren't. The shops were close. I want to say this. This Cybertruck attack and the other attack involves mental issues and mental health and ex-servicemen. And yet, Project 2025 cuts, not limits, not restricts, cuts completely
Yes.
all mental health care for vets who are shell-shocked and suffering stress from war zones. These are the people that are going to turn and attack. This is going to create more of these broken men attacking their own country because of they get no mental health. They will have no mental health. There must be hundreds of vets who are being kept from going over the line and, or cracking up because they see their analyst or their psychologist every month. That keeps them on the square and keeps them on the straight and level.
Line, a good patriotic line about how we treat our veterans in this country. But that's a bunch of bullshit. It's a bunch of bullshit.
Before,
especially coming from the Republican Party who prides itself on patriotism so much. God make
it's not the Republican Party, John.
Huh?
We established years ago. This is not the Republican Party.
No,
okay?
It's the
We're
maggot
dealing with
party.
a different animal. It's a different animal completely, and it is an animal. But when I seen that Cybertruck burning, I thought, well, what's new? That's what they normally do anyhow. But then I turned the sound up and I realized it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
But with this,
it's easier for me to understand the one in
angry.
New Orleans than it is the one in Las Vegas.
Yes.
Yes. I don't know how.
It's still being blamed on Biden. They're still spinning it back, open borders and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, open borders. That's what it has. Yeah, everything to do with open. It ain't got shit to do with immigrants or open borders. But that's the line that Donnie's going to try to take it in.
Of course. Of course. You want a shock? These are actual figures. I will post a video while the show's going out so I can do that. But these are the latest figures for people inquiring to immigrate out of America. Now, Japan is up 68%. Mexico up 77%. Germany up 145%. New Zealand up 223%. Portugal up 281%. Canada up 365%. Australia up 411%. Spain up 438%.
Ain't that
Italy
pitiful?
up up 579%.
It reflects
Costa Rica.
the faith that we have in this country right now, Dave. That
Let me
so many
finish.
people
Costa
are
Rica.
attempting to leave and find safe harbor in
Yes.
some other country because they don't know what's going to happen here.
689% to Costa Rica inquiries up. These
Yeah,
are
Costa
people that
Rica's
are
a big one.
seriously considering.
I've got an invitation to Costa Rica. Yes, there's a large
you?
expat community in Costa Rica, in Mexico, and other places around the world because people are nervous about the United States right now. And how can we blame them? How can we blame them? On New Year's Day, we have 2 tragedies.
But here's
they're
a
not
thought,
going to be
John.
the last ones, I'm fear.
If everybody picks up and leaves, they win.
Yes. Yeah.
They freaking
That's
win.
right.
They'll have what they want.
Well, you
You
won't be
know.
able to get away from the guys because you've got Trump and Musk, more so Musk, but Trump and Musk were both in Germany while Trump was citizen Trump, and they were partying with the Nazi party, and they are trying to influence the German elections.
Yes.
There's something worldwide, the Nazi party and all this. It's just a sick future we're looking at and if you all leave America, you're right, they have won because there's no one there to stop them,
Yeah.
to fight back.
Well, my plans are I'm not going anywhere. That's a song I play on my freaking show. This is my hunk of land. This is my house.
Yes.
I'll defend this shit with everything I got. It ain't much. It's falling down around me, but it's
I've
mine.
posted that on I've posted that on Discord. Those figures I got and where I got them from. Watch the video yourself, guys.
Yeah.
But American people are very
So
disappointed.
many people can't leave. So many of us can't
Taylor
leave.
Swift. Taylor
Huh?
Swift is talking about leaving. Taylor Swift is talking about moving out of America to Canada because Trump has vowed to launch. He said this last week. He's vowed to launch an inquiry on these celebrities that backed Harris and about how much cash they injected into Harris.
Do you expect anything else out of him? He's that
It's all
cheap.
bluster.
He's that petty.
He mentioned personally Taylor Swift and Beyonce.
He's a bully. It's what he knows. It's how he works.
Exactly, bitch chick. Exactly, and that's what he's doing. And what Musk is doing. Musk has got so much money. This is the sad part. With the amount of money he's got, he has bought an election. He's bought a president, and now he's in Germany buying them. He has invested so much money, and I don't know why. He doesn't need to, but he's doing it
for the power
because he's a freaking racist apartheid bastard. He's a Nazi.
No,
and I don't know why.
He needs a right-wing version of allies is what he needs. So he needs to get other countries to be in on the same
don't
bullshit.
think that
Exactly.
Donnie's not going to try to do the same damn thing he did last time. Go around kicking
King of the
NATO in the
world.
shins.
I want to be king of the world. That's what he wants.
He wants to be Putin. He wants to be the American equivalent to Putin. And he wants the adulation of Kim Jong-un. That's all
Pete,
Donnie wants.
That guy, Pete Hegseth, that he was nominated for Department of Defense, he was out this week saying that America should be the world police. What is that saying? America should be the world's leaders, bullies? What do you set Trump up for?
Insert your interpretation right there.
Yes. It's a broad statement.
As you say. Go ahead.
I said it's a broad statement that you can't be accused of anything from. America is like the world police. It has been, but it's been subtle, quiet, and never ever pushed its strength to say, well, we're the most powerful country in the world, blah, blah, look at me. But with Trump, you're becoming an arrogant bunch of assholes.
I like to think at one time we were a leader in the world. And to a degree we still are, but that has been diminished with his first term, and now him being reelected.
Well, if you see
slap
what
in
he
the
said
face to the
also,
whole world, really. Huh?
Steve Miller as Steve Miller. This is what Steve Miller said. There is a policy that we are going to enact that's called it's actually a real policy. It's called Operation Second Look, meaning people that are naturalized immigrants into America maybe 10 years ago. They're going to look at what these people have said in their forms and so forth. Just see
and at what point does that stop? How far back do you want to go with this? Because we're all immigrants. Every freaking one of us is an immigrant to this country. That's what formed this country. That's what made this country a country of immigrants. Yes, he will try to go back as much as he can. He's going to try, especially if you happen to be brown. If you happen to be brown,
exactly.
White America. Looking too good.
White America.
Yeah, he's a racist asshole. This is not new news,
policy.
But if you look white and European, that's probably not going to go back very far.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
Well, all I know is that he said that the policy's there. It's called Operation Second Look, and they have the right to look at anything up to 10 years. I think they said up to 10 years. So he may go back 10 years. The people have been naturalized properly.
How long's Melania been here?
Yeah.
Boy, howdy shit.
Yeah.
You can't make this shit up. Hey, let me do some catching up here before I lose this. Silly Bebo came in with $5 and said, let's blame the immigrants. Squirrel. Exactly. And Bob K came in with $5 and said, wonder how long under Abbott it will be before inspection stations are at all exits going out of the state of Texas to harass women and people of color. Yeah, I don't put nothing past my governor at all. He is a Trump-sucking...
Pregnant women.
Yeah.
Pregnant
you won't be getting tourists anymore, that's for sure.
We'll expect you to see if you're pregnant or not. And why are you leaving town? And Beth came in with $5, said, thank you for all you do with so much passion and love your heart. Beth, thank you very much, baby. I'm trying to hold on. Kay Allen, our darling in D.C., came back with another $10 and said the FBI found a MAGA nut job here in Virginia with bombs. Boy, howdy shit. That's what I mean. We're not done with this. We're not. And oh shit, she turned right around and came back with another $10. Kay, be careful. And said the largest cache the FBI ever found. Total MAGA. And then what was the intention with that? That's what, we're all worrying. That's what question all of us have. And Bob K came in with $2, said, I'm trapped here with the rest of you. Fuck Donald J. Trump. I know it, buddy. We ought to form a club. And Mitch Goldstein came in with $5, said, Foxtrot uniform Charlie Kilo, Mike uniform Sierra Kilo.
Translate.
Yeah. Fuck.
We got it.
It's not that challenging of a puzzle, is it?
Musk. I'm sorry. Fuck Musk. I'm sorry. I've hit the pipe one too often. Thank you, Mitch. Let me get Steve Sayers came in.
It says fuck Musk. I mean, come on.
Fuck.
You got it, John.
I know it.
That's nutty talk.
Fuck Musk.
I'll say it.
And Steve, it took me a second. Steve Sayers came in with $5, said, try to stay calm as the world burns. Yeah. And Bob K came back with another $2, said, I'm waiting for the tourism industry to crash. Yeah, I'm sure it's going to take a hit. How you doing, Mitch?
I'm doing okay. Just got back from the gym, which I know may sound a little strange, but
it sounds optimistic.
I want to leave a good corpse, so.
Yeah, there you go.
Did you
try to eat more so they can find mine?
Mitch could have worked out a little bit.
Did you bench press your 200 pounds?
Yeah. 200. I'll press 1 pound 200 times.
200 times. There you go. That's right. The math works out. It's the same.
Same thing, yeah.
I could do math just one day, really.
How's Julie doing? I hope she's having a good New Year.
She's playing video games, so she's intellectually unavailable.
Oh, there you.
Backhand.
So someone say
That's okay.
that they were glad that Trump was reelected because he's such a great businessman. And he's such a great deal maker.
Yeah.
And it starts to occur to me that we have conditioned people to believe literally anything
Anything.
that they
If it's
are
presented
told.
on TV.
If it's on TV, if it's presented by a white woman with blonde hair and blue eyes, and there's a chyron running below it, people will believe it. It's the same with people who are anti-vax, people who believe in chemtrails. Guess what, people? There ain't no chemtrails. There ain't no chemtrails. And people say dumb things like, oh, well, you know, if you ever look at pictures in the 19th century of the sky, you never see that. And I'm like, douchebag, there were no jet airplanes in the 19th century. Of course you didn't see them. And that's the kind of intellectual mentality we work with. And I'll tell you what makes it worse. Charter schools and homeschooling is the enemy of this nation and is turning people into, literally turning our young people into gullible idiots, because they will believe just about anything. They will believe that we faked the moon landing. That's completely plausible to them.
Yes. Yes.
Because they don't have enough scientific understanding to know.
We still have flat earthers. I don't understand that. How can you be a flat earther in this?
I can tell you exactly how. If you're 40 years old and you have a GED and you live with your parents and you never traveled anywhere and you never cracked open a motherfucking book, you might believe that if the right sort of person convincingly
convinces you of
and that's the kind of person who believes that Donald Trump is a great deal maker.
And then you crack open another beer.
Yes.
Another light beer.
And wave the flag. Wave the flag. That's the part that kills me. They claim claim patriotism. And they're anything but. What's that?
I said, I just can't believe in 2024 we are still discussing whether the earth goes around the sun or not.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it takes all sorts, Mitch, and you know, you got flat earthers in America, you got flat earthers in Australia, they're in China, they're all over the world. It's just a matter of IQ.
Well, you'd think they'd be able to stand up on a ladder and see each other. But they can't.
Can we hurt them like buffalo off the edge?
I guess so. Just keep going that direction.
But that doesn't even bother me. And now people are saying, oh, the same sort of mentality says, oh, Elon Musk is a genius. What a fucking genius. You know what he is?
No, he employs geniuses and he takes credit for it.
He buys geniuses. Just like you would buy a friend or a girlfriend. He buys geniuses. And he buys them. He buys patents. Everyone said to me, oh, well, his name's on the patent. I'm like, do people not know what a patent is or anything about them? Apparently not.
Did you see what he done, Mitch? Mitch,
invention of anything.
Did you see what he done this week with some low-level cryptocurrency? He changed his name on his Twitter feed or X feed to the name of that currency, and it went up by 1,200%.
Oh, right.
But he didn't tell anyone. He invested
Dogecoin?
Something like he changed his name to match it. It was like Deutsche Muschel or something coin. He changed his Twitter handle to that, and he invested $100 million. And within 24 hours, it went up by 1,200%. He made almost $1 billion.
It's just, oh.
And then if he's smart,
just
he sold
his name on something.
But
then he sold, cashed in.
It's worthless.
It is.
Well, apparently, according to Donald Trump, and
but let's be fair. If we keep going, the dollar is going to be worthless.
You know, I told you, Dave. I told you I got a new cat, right? Remember my new cat?
Yeah.
The cat knows more about cryptocurrency than Donald Trump.
Well, Trump knew nothing about crypto 2 years ago. He wouldn't know what a crypto was. And that Musk comes into his life, all of a sudden, crypto's the new future.
He made a big turnaround. As soon
what
as,
it's like? It's like the Sting, where these con artists meet other con artists and they teach each other.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you, everybody, listen here. I've made a few $1,000s off of cryptocurrency just playing around with it. And I'm fortunate in my life that I have a little extra money that I can spend on shit like that. But I'm telling you, as a backbone of an economy, cryptocurrency is a terrible, 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 terrible idea because there's no accountability.
No accountability at all.
Well, I see it as a pyramid system with coin.
Yeah, Julie
That's what I
says,
see.
what is it terrible?
Because the first ones that got in years ago
Sure,
are the ones
they
that got to
made
make
some
the
money.
money.
And then they got out. And ever since then, it's been just here and there.
And how about
Yeah.
this crazy bitch, this Hawk Tour girl who came up with this currency, got people to buy it, and then walked away with $7 to $10 million in fees for worthless internet meme token. Worthless.
That have no
I mean,
value.
everything
None.
Trump's done. I mean, it's the same as what Trump's done down the line with everything he's sold. That is great deals. China one of these kinds, watches, sneakers, whatever. They're worthless. They're
Yeah, Don
absolutely
Cheadle also
worthless.
points out it's untraceable money to campaigns.
I told you we actually
politicians.
tracked down the wholesaler. I could show you if you wanted to. The Alibaba wholesaler that made the Chinese watches that cost about $15 or $20 a piece that Trump is selling for thousands of dollars to his fucking morons. And you know something?
Oh,
That to me, that is the whole Trump facade right there.
It is.
Taking an absolute piece of junk, putting his name on it, and getting his cult to buy it. That's
Yep,
what he's all
you're
about.
right. And that goes all the way
last
back
week-
to Trump steaks, Trump wine, Trump. I don't give a shit what it is. Trump water. He
Last
capitalizes
week, I
on
told
everything.
you
Everything is for
guys-
sale, and that includes this country.
Last week, I told you guys about 1,000 Gibson guitar Les Paul
Yes.
copies that were seized by
Oh,
customs at the docks. They were the guitars that Trump was going to put on these con site, and they were all seized. 1,000, and you've heard nothing about that in the news, have you? You've not heard about guitars being seized? No, they were Trump's guitars, so we'll keep that quiet. It was only the Midas touch that said it once, and that was it. But this guy is buying everything out of America. He's making everything out of America. He's dealing out of America, yet he's bragging America first and all this crap. Elon Musk is building two big factories. He's building two big factories in China, worth millions and millions, maybe $1 billion worth of factories, and to build these new Tesla cars. I mean, where's the factories in America? Why isn't he not building them in America?
Do you think for 1 second that Donnie gives 1/8 of one crumb?
No, I don't think he does.
No, he does not. No, he does not.
The people of America.
Everything is on the table. Everything for sale.
Yeah.
The people of America
bidder.
are like a piece of coal. You are a pint of oil to them, and you're being mined and traded.
We have commoditized America completely.
Yes.
We've
The
done worse.
I'm going to make my dinner, John. So I'm going to leave you with just a thought or two
All right.
before I do depart. Do not, please, don't amplify Trump. Don't amplify Musk. If we do that, we're playing right into his hands. He wants us to talk about him. He wants us to post his shit all over the place. And I'm telling you, we got to stop doing that shit. I see people who I like who's like, oh, look at this post from Trump. Like, I don't want to see his post. I don't want to talk about him. I don't want to hear about him. I go on Twitter, I see Trump's face. I go on Blue Sky, I see Trump's face. I go on Threads, and I'm fucking tired of it. I don't want to see him anymore. He's already done enough damage. If he's president, there's nothing we can do about it. Well, then there's nothing we can do about it. Don't amplify him. And then tell Mitch oh, well, we need to understand how our enemy works. If you don't understand Trump by name, I don't know what the fuck can tell you.
Trump
you,
is a
Mitch.
salesman. That's what
He's
Trump
a bad
is.
salesman.
And you got to admit,
Well,
he's
how do you really
pretty
feel,
damn good
Mitch?
at it.
And I will leave you with one more thought, if I may, John.
What's that?
Trump is all about one thing and only one thing: quid pro quo.
Pay me.
And quid pro quo is not an admirable business model. It is the model of corruption. Quid pro quo is not good politics. It's the model of corrupt politics. We are supposed to be a nation of laws, not a nation of quid pro quo. Donald Trump does not understand anything but quid pro quo. You do for me, I do for you. You hurt me, I hurt you. That's all he understands. You don't need to amplify everything that he says on every social media platform and his cockeyed appearances. Just stop talking about him. Let's move the fuck on. We have too much shit to do to constantly be prattling over what Trump says or what Trump thinks or what his flunkies say about some obscure fucking law from the 18th century. I'm tired of him putting the narrative. Let's make the narrative that we need health care for all Americans. How about that? Let's make the narrative that we need a proper minimum living wage for all Americans, that we need a place to live and we need a place to work. And that's what we should be talking about as progressives and liberal Democrats in this country. Everything else is bullshit.
Even worse, in this country, it is an embarrassment that we have hungry people, that we have people who don't have welfare. It is an embarrassment. Do you know why the whole world looks at us with confusion and disgust? Because our own people don't have food. Our own people don't have places to live. Our own people don't have access to proper health care. The richest country in the motherfucking world, and we can't serve our own people.
Exactly.
It is
exactly. That's how we see it.
No,
it is
that's how we see it.
It's
shame.
exactly.
We should be hanging our heads in shame, all of us, collectively.
You know what embarrasses you most is the fact that we see ads here of American mothers and children sleeping in their motor cars. That should not happen in America. Not the richest country in the world, as you said, Julie. No,
but this
it should
started
not happen.
with Reagan, fucking asshole, racist Reagan. We had actually, look it up, fact, conquered hunger in this country. The food stamps, the food banks, we had actually conquered it. We had set a norm where everyone had enough food. And then Reagan sweeps in and starts talking about the deadbeats and, the welfare mothers and how these are poor people. They're not poor people. Suddenly to him, they're bad people.
Indeed, I agree with that. It was during Reagan that changed. That everything changed.
The narrative switched like a light switch.
It did. Denigrating those that were poor or homeless. Making them out to be criminals.
Make it like they're stealing something, like they're stealing food off your table. I am mortified. And I will say this out loud, that the Goldstein family is looking for a solution that will probably end up with us living elsewhere.
Yeah, I'm afraid a lot of people are like that.
I can't do this anymore. It's disgusting. I can't even talk to other Americans. It's like they've been brainwashed. I feel like I'm living in bizarro land.
Everybody is wrapped up in their own problems in their own day-to-day life. And we see the problems on the world stage, but we feel so minuscule that how can we impact that? But we can. We can do it in the simple things like we were talking about do two for blue. When we're talking about politics, we can do the same thing with social issues, with health care.
It needs something more powerful, John. It needs the people together. It needs something more powerful. It's about time the people got out on the fucking streets and said, you're not going to treat the women this way. You're not going to treat our school kids this way. And voice their voice, because I do believe this is a stolen election, and I do believe there's more of you than there is of them. That a peaceful march would be very powerful.
I thought so until
all
this
sorts
last
of
election.
You know, we need to do more than march.
This last election
we've had
was
peaceful
rigged.
marches before.
Yeah.
You know,
That's nice. It shows that a lot of people care, but we need to actually back up.
Yeah.
Let me tell you this. The world is not going to say a lie like Donald Trump said in 2020 that it was stolen, he was cheated, it was the big lie. The world is saying this election that passed was not the honest election you think it was. She won. She would have won if there was no interference from Russia and all the other people that were paying these podcasters $500,000 a month to put down and lie and confuse the people. You were brainwashed. This was a stolen election.
Confuse. Why are we so easy to confuse? Really? My God, I thought every other person I met was a fucking idiot, and now I've decided almost everyone is a fucking idiot. Are you so easily swayed? Can you not open, not you, the universal you, can you not open your eyes and see for yourself what's going on? All you have to do is look. I don't need to lead the, I don't need to watch some
all
dude
you
on
have
TV.
to do is drive down the street.
Yeah.
Because you see it all over the place. You see it down here a lot because we're a warmer climate.
You find it out in California. You got to be careful what you say in America now, because you could get stabbed over Trump, not over anything else. If you say the wrong thing to the wrong person about Trump, you could be dead. Yeah. And that's dangerous. Right. That's weird.
Put that thought in my head.
Honest with you, I was out of the country when the election actually happened. Yes, we voted by mail. And I have never been looked at with such pity than the day after that election. Pity.
Oh, I can imagine.
Pity.
I think we all felt that way. Didn't have to be
people just like silently and looking at us and like shaking their heads like, I'm so sorry. And we're like, we are too. We're sorry.
Yeah. It was like Hiroshima hit America. The A-bomb destroyed all faith that everyone had in America. The world said, what the fuck?
Right.
We said, what the fuck? We all had Harris.
Far from those days again.
Right. And I consider Australia like the America of the Southern Hemisphere. You guys remind me a lot of Americans, actually.
We are a mini America on this Southern Hemisphere. We are. But it scares us.
Fairly free thinkers, not afraid to express your opinion, as a group of people.
Very democratic.
Right, very democratic, but you're super expressive, tons of opinions, I'm sure you can't swing a dead cat without hitting a bunch of different opinions in Australia. And Australia reminds me of America in a lot of ways.
It's, we have a different political system here, so it's very hard to compare.
Sure.
But your political system is so corrupt.
Right.
It's unfixable. It's unfixable.
You're right. You're right.
When you've got both sides of the house saying, yeah, we can trade in shares, we can inside trade, but don't do it on Civvy Street where you go to jail.
Right.
It's open corruption. It's so embedded in your politics now that they're open about it, knowing that what are you going to do?
Right. Oh, no, you're right. You are not wrong. George Carlin did not vote. And he said, because it doesn't make any difference and I'm not wasting my time on it. And I always thought that was terrible. And I'm now beginning to understand what he was saying.
Yep. Oh, he was brilliant.
Changes.
He was spot on. He was spot on.
He was. He absolutely saw it for exactly what it was 50 years ago and refused to vote as a result.
Isn't it sad that the best potential politicians that would do the best potentially for the people are the comedians on TV?
Yeah.
Because
the Jon
interestingly
Stewart's.
like Zelensky. Yeah. He sees it for what it is. Well, most
They see
comedians
the
are
humanity and
highly intelligent. You'll find that they're all very, very smart. And they tend to see things for how they are.
Most of them are lawyers. Because as a lawyer, you have to be quick on your feet with thinking and quick-witted in court. And that comes naturally to a comedian. And that's the connection. Most comedians have a law degree or are lawyers.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I did
you
too.
study. But I just
for letting me rant a little bit.
No, baby, we should come back with that more often.
It was actually
it is, and I gotta say I'm guilty of the same thing because that's what my whole show is based on whatever that motherfucker does all day, every day.
Well, this is a safe space where we can express our frustration, so it's fine. But I agree with you. Let's just stop talking about it.
You do it eloquently. You done it eloquently. You were spot on with the points, and it was entertaining to all. I enjoyed listening to it, and I'm sure the people did. And that's what the show's about.
Yeah.
But
not repeating yourself.
I feel like we need to make it more. We have a hell of a following here. We have a hell of a family.
The individual needs to look in the mirror, and this is something I've been doing since the election. Reflecting, what can I do today to make someone else's day better? And that's all I'm focusing on now. That's it.
Well, that's been a part of my philosophy for a good majority of my life, and I express it in the fact that put a smile on your face and give it away. There's something you can do every day to make somebody's life a little bit easier, a little bit better. I've tried to do that. To be honest here lately, it's all I can do. That's my problem here.
I have control over. It is my only. And no, I don't buy. I have a lot of things I don't buy. And I don't buy Goya. I will not buy Exxon gas. I won't shop in certain stores because during COVID, their employees were very loose with their mask policy. I punish them by not spending money there. I know they don't know I'm punishing them, but I feel like as a consumer, that's my only power is to decide where I spend my money.
It is.
And that's my point. That's my point exactly, guys. Do not buy any products or go to any places that did support Trump or the right. Anyone on the right.
Right.
Punish them at the checkout.
If they're smart, they don't advertise who they supported if they're a business.
Right.
I had a massage therapist before COVID, and then during COVID, obviously we didn't see each other. And she turned out to be a crazy anti-vaxxer. And she texted me and asked me if I'd like to come back, after everything was a little bit better. And I'm like, no, I don't do unvaccinated. I basically told her, I said, I don't do unvaccinated. That's not going to happen. Sorry.
Why would you put your children at risk of polio and whooping cough?
My children, I had at the time elderly parents. I cannot take that kind of risk.
No.
No parents should, if they love their children.
Very privileged mindset to think that she's going to be okay because everybody else is okay. You're welcome.
Indeed.
I mean, honestly, it's like saying you're not going to vaccinate some measles or, the other things that actually kill a lot of people. It's insanity. Insanity. My dad grew up in an era where polio was actually a thing you could catch.
Yes.
Because he was an old man. And he talked about that. That really impacted his childhood. He talked about it on a regular basis when the polio vaccine came out. There was just a level of fear. Apparently, it only happened in the summertime. Something about pools. They didn't let people swim. My dad grew up in Hawaii. You can imagine what that was like. And
darling, we're going to lose sound here for just a minute. My sound problem came back.
I see.
Restart, John.
Oh, you sound fine.
Yeah,
John. seconds.
Oh,
There
I
you
see.
go. There you go.
Everyone else can still hear us.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
good.
my
So
dad
we,
couldn't believe that anyone wouldn't get a vaccination for anything. He was all about vaccinations because of polio when he was a kid. It freaked him out.
well, correct me if I'm wrong. I do believe that in the last month there has been a slight, only very slight, but a slight increase in whooping cough deaths in babies in America.
Yes.
Insanity.
I know.
Yeah, the results of non-vaxxing don't come immediately. They come later on. And that's what we'll see. We'll see an increase in
With
diseases
babies, it's
that,
straight away.
Right.
Whooping
But,
cough.
but you talk to these people who are anti-vax and they don't even know why. They're so
they've been convinced that
stupid.
whatever's in that vaccine, that unknown thing that everybody's afraid of, is going to eat your brain up or some shit like that.
No, it's going to make you gay. It's going to make you gay.
Yeah, make it gay or,
Whatever. It's,
Yeah, it's ignorance.
Because remember the frogs went gay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hey, on that note, let me catch up. I am 28 minutes behind.
Mitch wants to talk to you guys. So
Yeah,
Mitch is making dinner, but I just wanted to say, fuck Trump.
Oh, fuck
bye-bye,
Trump.
guys.
Oh, there you go. Now you're talking our language there. Hey.
All right, we'll talk later, guys. Take care.
All right.
Hey.
Enjoyed it,
Good night.
Mitch. Julie, thank you very much, darling. Let me catch up here. For 30 minutes ago, Kay Allen came in with $10, said in 1730, a Standish son married an Allen daughter. I wish I could remember what we was talking about at that time. And she came back with another $10, said, polar vortex coming next week, prepare. And she's not lying. It's going to get down to freezing down here, so I know what y'all are in for. Hudson Kerr came in with $10 and said, Hudson Kerr came in with $10, said, my drunken thoughts on it all. I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. I'd like to buy the world a Coke and keep it company. Boy, howdy, I remember that. Yeah. Don't you wish it was that simple? Oh, Kay Allen came back again. Damn it, Kay. With another $10, said, tax the billionaires into the ground. Yeah, that's a good start. James Tripp came in with $5, said on January 19th, Trump is having a prayer meeting. Cost to pray with him $100,000. Yeah, he's going to sell religion too. Oh, hell yeah, $100,000 to pray with him. And there'll be people that pay. And Diamond Kay Allen came back with another $10 and said, Robert G. Ingersoll is who we need. Robert J. Ingersoll. Kay, my brain's a blank right now. Oh, Lord, that's embarrassing. And Silly Bebo came in with $5 and said, Zelensky used to be an entertainer, and he won the first season of Dancing with the Stars in Ukraine and turned out to be a hell of a president for Ukraine.
I did not know that he...
I did not know either.
What? That he's a comedian?
I got to look up Roger G. Ingersoll. Who is that? Somebody with a Google.
I don't know. I've heard of Ingersoll Rand.
Oh yeah, that's a big brand. I mean, a big brand of.
Hey, I just want to say before you bring some else from downstairs there, John, you've got a couple of people with their hands up. But John, I just want to say, I have been excited this week. I purposely watched 2 shows of a guy I never watched, Steve Bannon's show, and his head is exploding that he's pissed off with Trump because he's not happy that Trump wants to keep some of the H-1B advisor and all that sort of shit. He wants them all out, every one of them. And he's saying that's not what we're supposed to have. And Elon Musk, he said Elon Musk is a fake, a phony. He's blowing up. And I love it. And I'm loving it.
It's going to provide a lot of entertainment. Unfortunately, it's going to cost us a lot too. Hello, Yelly Man.
It's testing a lot of loyalty.
Hello.
It's testing loyalty. Hello, Yelly Man.
Hello, Aussie. How are you doing? Hello, Missy.
All right, buddy.
Hello, everybody. I was just, I wasn't planning on coming in today or raising my hand today, but when you started
see you
talking
later.
about,
bye.
yeah, But I changed my mind when Mitch was in here and you started talking about your country and that if you're not rich, you're kind of left on your own. You know, I mean, because I live in Norway and we have like a welfare state here, and you know, everybody has a right to have a roof over their head. Everybody has a right to have a meal on their table, and everybody has a right to have clothes to wear. You know, so everybody's taken care of in our country, and we have a smaller economy than the United States does. So you can do it as what you can do it too.
We could if we had a mind to.
Yeah.
We could eliminate homelessness and hunger in this country easily.
Yeah.
Well, the only homeless we have in Australia are the people that want to be homeless because the help is there. We do have, and in America and other countries, there are people who do want to be homeless. They want to be roamers and drifters
we don't have
and
any
gypsies.
in our country, but you know, you would freeze to death here if you were homeless because it's.
I can understand that, but in Australia, we do have that. We have people with families that come on TV that say, "My dad's living in the parklands, and we've got a home for him to live in with us, but he doesn't want to. He enjoys that lifestyle." There are people that like that, but I'm not saying there's millions of them, but there's just that weirdo.
The problem in America is that you have millions.
The percentage is very low here in the United States of that happening. Although I'm sure it does.
Yeah, the problem in
most
America
of the people we see on the streets, for one reason or another, and sometimes it's such a small thing, to missing your house payment, missing your rent. Yep. You know, you get tossed out on the street. Well, now you're out on the street, and to get another place, what is first and last month's rent, a deposit, and all that shit? You ain't got no money. Hell, you couldn't pay the rent before. So you find yourself out on the street.
It's called.
I get bothered every damn time I go to Denny's. There's this old boy pushes his shopping cart. He comes to Denny's just about every morning. I sit out there and have coffee with him, with a cigarette and everything. He seems to be doing all right. But he's got no place to live. He's on the street.
And there's no. There should have been some kind of a government agency where you could sort of sign up for a home for people like that. They should be able to get housing.
We should be able to do a lot of shit in this country, the richest country in the world. We should be able to do a lot, but we don't.
Well, can I just say that if I don't know about the rest of you guys, I think most of the blue dots would be this way inclined. But if I was as rich as Elon Musk, even half as rich, I would be so happy and appreciate what the country's done for me, because America did bail him out with $1 billion with SpaceX was going to fall over. I would be saying, I'm going to buy that 100 acres out there. I'm going to put 200 or 300 or 400,000 mini homes on there, 2-bedroom, kitchen, diner, studio sort of mini homes, and help the people out that help me out to get on my, help the Americans out. And you wouldn't see that money. You wouldn't notice it. You know what I mean? The amount of money we're talking that he's worth. And he would make himself a hero in America. He's making himself an enemy. Why? For $1 billion, he could make 1,000 people.
It's that B thing. There are people that we've seen, and we know some that we see them in the news and stuff, who have money and who do use it for good, and Bill Gates,
what's his name in America? Bill Gates, yes.
Yeah, Bill Gates.
Perfect example.
Is a prime example.
Warren Buffett is another one who's donated.
Nowadays, in this economy, it's one thing. Oh shit!
But Musk could buy and sell Bill Gates. Musk could buy and sell most people.
Yeah. What I think Adam said something earlier about he lost, I don't know, some kind of billions of dollars today or something in Tesla stock. It didn't
And
hurt him.
whoop-de-doo, it didn't phase him a bit.
It didn't
Yeah.
hurt him a bit.
It's
Hey,
like
let me
$5
catch up.
to you.
Let me catch up again because Shaking Me Bones came in with a very nice donation, and I just saw it, and it's been there for a while. And says, I don't trust anyone who is MAGA. I trust this Blue Dot family. I love you and send love to each and every one of you. You know, she is an inspiration. I want y'all to know that. Because as we sit here and talk about people with means, to a degree, she has to have means. But I have seen what she does. And not just me. She is a kind-hearted person who cares deeply.
She should come on the show, John.
She's a little
She should
bashful.
come on the
She's a
show.
little bashful.
Is she?
Yes, she
Shaking me
is.
bones. Don't be bashful, darling. I would love to have a chat with you. Love to.
She is a very kind-hearted person, but she's not at the level of billionaires or you know, the hundreds of millions
No,
of
but
dollars.
if she's an animal lover and she's a Democrat, she's everything I think every person should be, an animal lover and a Democrat.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, that's pretty much
a lover
her.
of democracy.
That's pretty much her.
Tree hugger?
Yeah.
She a tree hugger?
Yes, she is. She's a tree hugger.
Well,
Hey, let
there
me
you go.
finish up
She's
here.
our
Silly
sort of
Bebo
person.
came in with $5 and said, some are anti-Fauci for nonsensical reasons. I'll join you on Discord on Sunday. Hey, I'm feeding my face. Well, come in anytime you want. Keith Thompson, that Marine, came in with $5, said, can Minnesota succeed to Canada? Yeah, I think if we
You
could.
can try.
And Silly Bebo came back with another $5 and said, in states like Texas, the government wants you to pull yourselves up by your metaphorical bootstraps. Right to work state, exploitation of workers. And she is right. That's what Texas is, a right to work state. You have a right to work. Yeah, your employer has a right to get rid of your ass for shit if you
And
don't.
not pay you and yeah.
Not pay you overtime, you know.
Yeah.
Not, you know, yeah.
Yeah.
We're a
Pay you
right to work
2/3 of
state.
the wage.
We are a
Michigan
Republican
was
state.
a right to work state, but that
It is
changed
sad.
here recently.
You know.
Well, the
What does
minimum
that
wage
mean?
runs.
What does that mean? Right to work. What does that mean? In
That means that
how-
anti-union is what it means. Anti-worker.
okay.
But they disguise it as, oh, well, you have a right to work. Yeah, you got a right to work. You got a right for a decent job, too, with decent
What it means
pay.
is you go in and apply for a job, and you literally are going to abide by whatever they decide.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you have no rights in
You don't
general.
have any rights.
Signed up
You can't go in
to
the
paid
labor
what they
union or
say
anything
you'll
like
get
that.
paid, and yeah.
Even though they pay you a non-livable, I mean, although they pay you so little that you can't live on the wages, live on the pay.
Well,
'cause-
as John said,
Because that's
they
what
want
they
you.
want.
They want you broke, hungry, and needing a
Yeah,
job.
poor, hungry, and needing a job. That's what they want.
the
A
minimum
workforce
wage
that
is not
needs that
enough.
job. And that
'Cause
could
the
be at
minimum
any
pay-
level. I'm not just talking about shovel
Yeah.
work. I'm talking about engineers who make, you would think, enough money, but Jesus, with the economy the way it is, with a house payment the way it is.
I have
You know?
one point I wanted to talk to you about, John. I don't know if you know who Scott Jennings is. He's a talking head on CNN, but he had on the day Jimmy Carter died, he had the nerve to sit there with a smirk on his face and say that Jimmy Carter was a terrible human being and a worst president and blah 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 blah. And he was working for George W. Bush. Yeah, and he. I mean, if somebody is the worst president, George W. Bush. He started 2 wars in the Middle East.
Yeah.
He killed 1 million people.
I don't think
He
I've ever
trashed
let
the
that guy off the
economy.
fucking hook.
Yeah, he trashed
You know-
the economy. He destroyed the world, and this guy has the nerve to sit there and talk about Jimmy Carter. I mean, that guy. Oh my God!
Every Republican president that has come has been involved and or started a war or made it
Not
worse.
Jimmy Carter. He kept the peace.
Republican, I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Republicans.
Yeah, I know that. But for them to sit there and and trash talk a guy who spent every day of his life doing good
Giving.
for other people.
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, that really pissed me. I just had to mention that because I mean,
Yelly man. That's a disgusting part about what's happened to American politics. Even as corrupt as it was 10 years ago, there was never ever this level of disrespect towards their fellow politicians and
their fellow Americans. We have a society that's divided, neighbor against neighbor. Nowhere more is that more evident to me than my front door.
Family against family members.
Yes. This is something that is really impacted and will impact our history for years to come. And we know we're going into 4 years of some bullshit. He is going to try to do everything he can to take this country down to the nub.
It's almost like you're running through a invisible civil war right now in a large degree. It's just there's no guns and
there are
violence
those
involved
amongst us who that would be fine with them. That's what what was we talking about earlier? Some nut jobs up there got caught with a bunch of fucking explosives and shit.
Explosives.
Virginia?
Yeah.
Is it Virginia?
Yeah.
What's going on, John?
I'm sorry, Franklin. You doing all right, brother?
Oh, I'm doing okay, trying to keep warm. It's very, very cold up here in New York.
Uh-oh. Yeah, hold on to your britches. It's going to get colder, I understand.
How cold is it now?
30 degrees.
30? It's snowing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just barely.
And icy roads?
A little bit, not too bad, but a little bit.
That's what I couldn't deal with.
Yeah, wait till Monday or Tuesday.
I've never had to deal with it.
Monday.
Right.
Driving on icy roads would be scary as shit.
Oh yes.
You know how I avoid that? I don't go where it's icy roads.
You don't like to forget that you're an ice road trucker?
Nope. Not doing that shit.
Nope.
Are you shitting me?
I wouldn't recommend
here's the talk when it comes to weather. Tyler and I we was looking at the forecast because we see it on the news, polar vortex coming. Well, up there in New York, it's going to be icy and snowy, and down there all the way down to the Gulf Coast around New Orleans, but, kind of tapers off a little bit down here in South Texas. But on Monday or Tuesday, it's going to be cold enough that Tyler and I can wear our shirt, our coats.
How cold is cold?
Well, how cold is cold? 40 is cold to me. 40 is freezing to me.
Yeah, same here. Yeah. But how cold is it going to get? How cold is it going to get? He's predicting.
Well, it's predicting the highs in the 40s on one day.
Highs in the 40s.
Yeah. So but that's only going to last a few days down here. That's what my winters are like down here. My winters come and go in weeks. It'll come in, get a good cold front come in. It'll get cold down here. When I mean cold, I mean like maybe down in the 30s. But no ice, no snow, no nothing like that.
Coldest has ever gotten here is a -3.
Yeah, that's.
Well, what's your official hottest state in America all year round? What's your official hottest, warmest state all year round?
I would think it'd probably be Arizona. Warmest.
Arizona?
State. Probably the warmest state.
Not Florida?
Or maybe Florida. Florida stays, but.
Yeah, it dips down there quite a ways, so I guess.
Yeah, like this cold front that's moving in, this polar vortex, it's going to go all the way down to Florida. But it's going towards the southeast, so which kind of bypasses Arizona a lot of times.
I saw something funny. They had snow in South Africa, and the lions were like walking in the snow.
Yes, I've seen that.
Somebody said something about the AC in Texas. You don't live down here without AC. Yeah.
Well, we've got a state here in Australia, Darwin. You obviously heard of.
Right.
Darwin in winter doesn't go really below 80 degrees, and it's always humidity like 80, 90, 100% humidity. And in summertime, they're talking a constant 110, 105 with 95% humidity. But people love to live there. but it's very expensive to live there. Florida's expensive.
You're in the middle of.
Okay, we have clarification here because Ask came in and said Florida has a humid subtropical climate and is by far the warmest state in the contiguous U.S. based on average of annual temperatures. In other words, Florida is
right.
The
But you're in the
state.
middle of summer now, Ozzy, aren't you? I mean,
Yes, we are. Yeah. Like today's 105. Tomorrow's, I'm talking your figures, 110, which is about
110
40
degrees Fahrenheit.
But I have a question for you, Ozzy, because I read about you can't swim.
Yeah,
in the
that's
ocean
hot,
there,
Dave.
because you have you have jellyfish and you have like sharks and you have like jellyfish that kill you.
Yeah, right. That's in certain areas and certain parts of the coast at certain times of the year. It's all Mother Nature. It's all National Geographic hype. Yes, every country has dangerous creatures in their ocean, but you can just jump in the water here and go swimming. There's
not a problem.
No, not a problem.
Good.
If you the only time you obviously you check when everyone goes in the ocean, check one, you're not diving onto a coral reef, and you got always check for jellyfish and stingrays. That everyone does that. But that's worldwide, and obviously the shark fins, and they're worldwide. But we have hundreds of thousands of people. Bondi Beach. I mean, it's if you go
Ozzy,
to
Penny Hartleman wants to know if you get a lot of high humidity where you are.
In my state, particularly. Yeah, we do in summertime, autumn, spring, the humidity comes up. We are in a Mediterranean climate. My winters, being June, July, August, would be in South Australia, which is one of the warmest states, particularly in summertime, because we get the northerly winds down from Darwin, because we're right below Darwin, and those northerly winds come straight in and warm us up. My winter temperatures get down to 45, 50 degrees, average 60. The autumn temperatures here average 68, 72. Spring, 75 to 85. And summer, all over the place. It can be anything from 85 to 185, But that's basically it. Where we are, like
Lisa
a Mediterranean
says that you got
climate.
the most deadly venomous snakes in the world down there. That's what she said.
We have two snakes without. We have two snakes with that label, but we don't have the creatures.
I seen the spiders, Dave. No, that did it for me.
Don't have.
I was all ready to go to Australia until I seen the freaking spiders.
Yeah, right. You got rattlesnakes. You got big fat ass scorpion shit things.
Yeah, but they ain't like spider with a 1 foot.
Well, let's put it into perspective. I think Brazil will kill you faster. The Amazon will kill you faster.
Yes.
Yeah,
But you got freaking bears. I've seen videos of people in America walking down the street and bears attack them because the bear's in the rubbish bin and they scared the bear. Or mountain fucking lions. Not here in Australia, mate. The only thing you see bouncing down our streets,
big fucking spiders. I seen it on TV. Huge spiders with webs that cover your house.
Teeth. They have teeth, Dave.
You get an idea where John has his phobia, right?
Yeah, we got a spider over here. It's got teeth and a fin, like a shark fin. It's a fucking
that's what we need.
Freaking
spiders with shark fins on them.
And don't you have you have dinosaurs in Australia too, haven't you?
We've got dinosaurs with they got shark fins as well. Okay?
Yeah.
We've got the dinosaurs with the shark fins and they got spider legs.
You have dragons.
No.
They have dragons.
Oh yeah. Put that thought in John's mind. Hey, let me thank
our snakes. Our
let me
snakes
thank Lincoln.
Long.
Let me thank Lincoln who came in with spiders. Lincoln came in with $20 and said, "Happy New Year, John and family. The resistance is strong and MAGA is fighting. Among all of the feelings of despair, we must hold on to feelings of hope as well. And MAGA eating themselves is a great sign for democracy sustained." It is indeed. So we should take note of that. Indeed. And Maria Betancourt came in with $5.
I can mention something.
Hold on there.
Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah,
ahead,
Maria Betancourt came in with $5, said right to work means the employer gives you the right to work and can fire you at any time without warning, and it will be legal. That's true. And Dylan Hosang came in with $2, said 80 degrees today in San Diego. Well, there you go. There you go. I should be in San Diego because it was cool here today. But,
what I was going to say to Ozzy was that you talked about bears. I live in Norway. We have bears, we have wolves, and we have wolverines, and we have like lynx. But you know, we haven't had a single bear attack on a human being in our history, modern history.
Me neither,
so
Michelle.
it's they're not that dangerous.
Well, I can tell you one thing that you haven't got, and what I haven't got, but America's got the worst of the most dangerous toxic creature in the world. It's called a MAGA.
Yeah, it's called a MAGA.
Yeah. I heard about them.
That is the
I've
most toxic creature nowadays.
I seen them on National Geographic, and you know they're living in
but they're the number one poisonous that creature. Yes.
Yeah. And they're living everywhere in America, and they bite everybody.
Yeah,
they see, you know.
Yeah. And you know the big ones, the ones they call the trumpers and the muskers. Oh, they're big.
He's got a lot of them He's surrounded John where he's living. He's got a lot of them.
Yeah, John. You live next to toxic MAGAs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Let's welcome Texas Candace into the room.
Okay.
Candace, how are you doing?
Oh, preparing for that cold weather you mentioned a while ago.
Yes, I know.
I'm only 60 miles from Oklahoma, so I'm watching it pretty close because it could.
Yeah, you're going to get it bad. Yeah, you're going to get bad up there.
Trying to get me and the four-legged critters ready for it. So
yeah, well,
been doing that the next. I know. Pipes, wrap the pipes, do the whole thing. Yeah. Bread and milk, we'll make it.
Yeah, it's supposed to get down in the 30s here. You know, which for South Texas, down where I am, that's pretty damn cold.
It's cold down there in Corpus. Yeah.
It does. Yeah. But
do they let off the siren when it gets that cold in Texas? Do they let off the cyclone siren when it gets that cold in Texas?
Yeah. Oh, no, everybody just hunkers down inside. Nobody knows what to do.
Yeah, we just hunker down. Nobody goes nowhere. Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody stays
especially if it's icy.
You get cyclones and hurricanes in Texas and in Oklahoma, don't you?
Hurricanes?
They can work their way up.
Yeah,
they can work their way up.
Yeah, once a hurricane comes in and makes landfall, it's going somewhere. So it's not just a coastal thing. We get the brunt of it when it does.
It normally lands in Texas, doesn't it? Or Florida.
Well, we've been lucky here in Corpus now for where I live, I haven't been hit. The closest one was several years ago, and it devastated Port Aransas Pass, and but just barely.
Rockport got it.
Rockport got it real bad, and I'm not that far from Rockport,
right?
But I was on the right side of the storm, so.
Yeah.
You know.
He was on the left side of the storm, which is the less effective of the storm.
Right.
The right side of the storm is actually the more effective. Yeah. There you go, John.
It's the right quadrant that you're going to take the brunt of it, but we don't have one anymore.
Y'all were talking about a while ago, and I wasn't going to speak tonight, but y'all said something, and I was like, it's when it comes to America, to explain to y'all, it's the keeping up with the Joneses effect, but now it also includes, I'll say anything nasty, I have no morals, I don't have to have morals because my president doesn't.
Right.
Yeah.
Which it's not a good
don't
example,
have to
is
have
it?
morals or integrity or tell the truth or do anything.
A respect for your fellow man.
Yeah.
Anything.
Not all that.
But I'm going to keep up with
can I ask you this then?
That's the part that we can't let happen to us. Because we have to give a shit.
How many, sorry, not MAGA, how many people do you think in America, percentage-wise, would see a lady or a man, not a rough person, in decent clothing that looks stressed with maybe a flat tire or their bonnet's up on the side of the road? Do you pull over and say, can I help you? Are you
not like you used to in Texas? You used to see it in Texas, but you don't see it like you used to.
You don't. I don't think. I mean, we were anywhere.
Our
like
motto when you cross our state line says the friendly state.
Yeah.
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 And nobody
And we
even
do.
raised
We
them.
wave at each other going down the road. How you doing?
Yeah, I was going to say that was a stable thing, wasn't it, John? We always
Yes.
waved at each other in Texas. You don't even see
I
that
still
anymore.
do. I still do. If
I
I
try
pass
it too.
somebody
I
on a
do. I
2-lane
do.
road, yeah, I wave. How you doing?
Of course. And then they still look at you like, who are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that a lot. I get
they
that a
still
lot. You know,
flying?
they look at you like,
Are they
But
still
that's where we
flying?
got that saying. I'll see. That's where the saying for Texas, the friendly state, is because we always wave with the one hand off our steering wheel. We'd flip our 4 fingers up and say hi and keep with our thumb on the
there you
steering wheel
go.
and keep going as you pass. But nobody
Yep.
does that here anymore. It's everything's really changed. The aura of the country, the respect for
Unfortunately,
one
it's our
another.
society is changing, dear, and I
We
can't
still
say it's
do
for
that
the
around
better
here in
right
Michigan.
now. And that's,
Well, I
you know, that goes
experienced it.
along with what Mitch and Julie were saying about,
Yes.
you know, how we don't take care of the homeless.
Well,
We don't feed the hungry. We don't give health care. We don't give two shits.
well,
You
we
know,
don't
that's
give
the
health
hard.
care because we don't have health care, John. We have sick care.
We have profit care.
Yeah.
We have profit care.
We
Which
have
Yes,
came,
like
exactly.
which
We have sick
came into
care.
the,
We don't have
the
health care here.
yeah.
Mm-mm.
and
It's
you should.
sad.
I don't understand why you should just study what we do in Scandinavia, because
What's wrong with Biker
I
Leo?
mean we have that's like a right for everybody here. We have
They
if you
can't
get
make any
sick,
money off of it, Yelly, if they do it here.
no, but it's no, but our healthcare it's the government
It's
pays
second
for
to
it.
none.
We don't
Yes.
allow private
It's
I
like
understand that.
Canada.
privatization.
It's
Yeah.
like Canada.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
But you got to
Most
understand that for
most
years,
countries,
Thank you, Mark.
even China,
Mm.
China, that everyone Trump bags as a bad country,
Even
they
Cuba,
get free
Cuba has
health
got
care.
free healthcare. Even Cuba
Yes, they
has free
do.
healthcare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mexico, all that
We
stuff,
have
they got
profit
free
care,
health
baby.
care.
And that
But
entered the
in
conversation.
America,
That's the shooting of that the CEO. His murder was prompted by that kind of shit.
well, here in America, you know, it's for generations, if you weren't going to take over the family farm or the family ranch, you were going to be a doctor or a lawyer.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
pushed.
okay.
Nowadays,
It really
not so
was.
much.
And not so
Yeah,
much
if you can
now.
afford it, if you can
No,
afford to
it
go to
wasn't even.
school,
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm
That,
talking about back before that even influx. You know what? Keeping up with the Joneses. You got to keep up with the Joneses. So you got to be a lawyer or a doctor if you weren't going to take over the
you
family
know,
farm and ranch and the herber. Yeah.
I
And
do. Maybe it's
now
just
it's
me, but
just,
when I drive around and I see some neighborhoods, yeah, I do. I wonder to myself, just how much do you have to be making a
me too.
month
Here in
to
Texas now, I am. Yeah.
keep that lifestyle up, to keep that house, whatever that fucking house payment is, whatever the car payments are.
I know.
You know, jeez, it's a different world.
Did
It
you
really
hear,
is.
John? Did you hear that now Fort Worth has surpassed Austin? We are now larger than Austin.
Wow, wow.
what population?
No,
No,
and Fort Worth up
population.
there,
Population.
that you know, that's the red part of If I normally say that most cities almost all cities in Texas are blue, except
Yep.
Fort Worth, Dallas
Yep.
area. That's your red
Dallas
area.
went blue, or Dallas County went blue. Fort Worth is Tarrant
Did
County.
they?
It went red. Last vote, it went blue. It went back red this time.
Yeah.
But
Oh, so you
you
have
know,
that dangerous species called MAGA there too.
Yeah.
oh, it's everywhere. here.
Yeah, it's
The
everywhere.
one
It's
me
everywhere.
also was talking about. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's everywhere,
that's what I was
man.
gonna say. If you'll indulge me for a minute, at Christmas, my stepbrother walks in the door with his Trump hat, his Trump T-shirt.
Oh God.
Wait, it gets better. His pants rolled up like it's 1950s at the sock hop with Trump socks. It's got the little hair on them.
Oh shit!
God.
I'm sorry, baby. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
oh,
Well,
that's the
there
most
wasn't
disturbing,
anybody. There was
disturbing image
nobody in the house.
I've ever
I
heard.
know. I know. I know.
Oh
What a
And
way to
Lord.
what a
I'm not
way to
around.
upset
I'm
the
not
family.
around. I'm not around that side of the family much anyway. But
Wow.
there wasn't a person
Yeah.
in there, and it was by accident. It was by accident that he was invited to come, and it was because the Christmas they had planned, where it was planned, they got sick. So my uncle, out of the goodness of his heart, on my side of the family, invited his family. Of course, that's what you do, right? We had plenty of food. I mean, okay. He walks in half lit, holding his cup, you know, and there wasn't a nice thing that he said to anybody. And it was all about, just putting everybody down. Everything that he said was putting somebody down in the room. And I was just like, geez, you're really deep. You know what I mean? You're really deep off in that, because we see it. You see how they do in their tweets and all that stuff, running people down. But, it's out here and nobody was talking politics. We were enjoying Christmas. And
that must have been a nice feeling.
Oh, no, because we were cleaning up the kitchen and he's in the middle of the room. And I was like, you'd be productive if you put that cup down. My uncle started laughing.
But did he take his hat off? Did he take the MAGA hat off?
No, honey. Oh, no. He had his chest rolled out and everything. Oh, yeah. No.
So he was antagonizing, but he was waiting for someone to say something.
Wait, I got to back this up. Let me tell you, though. He's 56 years old, 3 DWIs, and delivers pizzas for a living.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He supports Trump. And I'm like, how can you afford to support him?
Because he's really winning, isn't he? He's winning.
Yeah, he's winning the game.
He's winning. Boy, howdy.
And I was just like, the quintessential YouTube video that I see. You got what I mean? I just walked in the door. Yeah, exactly. So,
just
anyway,
by the
I thought
way,
you'd get a chuckle.
Fox, there's a little headline here. Trump targets Fox. Trump targets Fox.
That's
what
why
happened?
I can't sell my
Apparently,
house. I can't afford to live in
Fox has fact-checked Trump the last couple of days in a couple of occasions and proven that Trump's was lying, and Trump's now really pissed at Fox. So they're on the list.
Good. I hope they all piss off at each other all day long.
They are. They're imploding, mate. They're imploding.
Let them.
He's got a long list if that's all he's going to do. And hell, he didn't even get Mexico to pay for the wall. So let's see how successful he is for that.
He ain't done yet.
Yeah.
He'll probably dig that out, too, and start hammering that again.
Oh, no. We deviated over to mass deportation instead of the wall, because the wall didn't work the first time around.
Day one, too.
Didn't Elon Musk and Miller come out publicly and say that MAGA are ignorant or stupid or dumb?
Something basically along those lines,
He loves the uneducated. Yeah.
He loves the uneducated. Boy,
no, but they come. Those two come straight out and insulted MAGA.
EI.
In a way, like you dumb motherfuckers, you know.
I'm digging it. Hey, let me send out thank you.
They still out buying his fucking merch and saying we're broke because of Biden. Stop buying the fucking merch of Trump's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what.
Let me send out a thank you to Lincoln.
They're complaining about price of eggs, but they can afford all kinds of junk from Trump. So I don't understand how they can afford that kind of crap when they can't afford their eggs. I mean,
me and my kids we're curious about a little something here locally. Every day we get up and we'll go get breakfast. We'll go to get breakfast, and we drive down 624 there. And when you get into Cal Allen area out there, there's this little trailer there parked there with there's Trump flags all over the fucking place, and they're on poles, every one of them, every kind of Trump flag you could think of, and that little trailer there with Trump shit signs all around it, and nobody's there, and you'll see the guy there every once in a while, but other than that, the trailer's locked up and it's just left there, and no, John hasn't done what y'all think John should do, but I'm just wondering, man, he just leaves it out there all the time and nobody All right, Petty, I am. I want to thank Lincoln, who came in with $20. Said a couple of weeks ago, I saw a car roll over right next to my semi and another semi. Me and this other Mexican truck driver pulled over, and he outran me to the accident scene. Brown people are not our enemies. No, I don't know what, I remember distinctly. This was, I guess, back during the mid-70s or something. I don't know what the count is now. But there were more people of Hispanic origin who won the Medal of Honor than any other group.
Yep.
They are a proud,
Especially Puerto
they
Rican.
are a
Puerto
courageous
Ricans,
people.
John.
And in World War II, the blacks had the most efficient, the Red Tails, the Tuscany Airmen.
Yes.
They were all blacks, and they were some of the best fighter pilots. And there was a ground group of troops that worked on the ground of about 180, and they were feared by the Germans. The blacks were
And
feared
yet when they
by the
came
Germans.
home, what happened?
They got
Yeah.
shat on.
Tell me again when we were great.
Like Vietnam vets, she got shat on.
Yeah. Anyway, Blue Dot Greeter came in with $2. Said people want to hear the song, John, and indeed they do because it's in the chat over here. So we can round out the evening with a nice song to remind ourselves what we want Donald Trump to do.
I just need you to shut the fuck up, cause nobody asked you, bitch. I need you to shut the fuck up, bitch. 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 Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow, shut the fuck
It
up.
puts a smile on our faces. That's what it does.
You could, Bow Bow could be fuck Trump. Replace Bow Bow for fuck Trump.
I'm telling you. Anyway, I guess we better wrap it up for the evening. I want to thank all y'all for coming in and joining the conversation. Franklin, thank you.
Hey, John, it's a pleasure. Oh, hey, did you hear about Liz Cheney getting the medal?
Yes, I did.
Yes, great.
Yeah.
That was fantastic.
I thought that was
was
rather good
awesome.
myself. She got the medal of that's the second citizen medal.
Award, yeah, whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
How would that reflect on it with her, guys, and the Republican Party? There's only, I don't know. I thought she'd be the
Liz
new leader.
Cheney
You can
is
play
what
the
the
song
Republican.
again for Liz if you want. She can tell them all to.
Yeah, tell them all. But yeah, Liz Cheney, yeah. I never thought
She's great.
She is. She's the
For
last of the
being
Republicans.
honest.
She's
For
the
being
last of the
honest.
Republicans. That
Oh,
before
yeah.
they became maggots.
Yep.
And they sold themselves out to
A
But
brand
now
man.
now we're starting to have MAGA versus MAGA.
Good.
Big
Good.
time. Big time.
Can't wait till it comes to my street.
Johnson's almost out. They almost got rid of him.
Yeah, I think the vote comes when? Tomorrow, and he only has a
Uh,
one-vote margin.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so. I think they're
Yeah,
going to
within
start
hours.
voting tomorrow.
Hey, a sow will even eat her weakest piglet. Think about it.
How's the song go? Another one bites the dust.
Yeah.
Yep.
Boy, howdy shit. We're in for a lot of information, a lot of news coming up. I'm telling you. Anyway, Franklin, I appreciate you coming in, brother. Come back.
Take it easy, John.
You bet, buddy.
Everybody
And-
have a good day.
Indeed, brother.
Good night, Franklin.
Good
And
night.
Yelly Man.
Good night.
Yeah.
Always appreciate
Yeah,
the
yeah.
voice from up north.
Yeah, it's cold. We're having snow and it's cold weather, so I'm staying inside.
Good. Good idea.
Not going out in this weather. But it was nice talking to you again, and yeah.
Well, we appreciate your voice in here, buddy. Come back anytime.
Yeah. All right. See you later, John. See you later.
All right, Yelly
See
Man.
you, Yelly Man.
Yeah.
Take
See
care
you,
of
Ozzy.
yourself.
See you. Yeah.
And Dave.
That's me.
Always a pleasure, my friend. Always a pleasure. We're all thinking about
that's
moving down to
nice
your
to know.
place. We're all thinking
Well,
about moving down to your place, buddy.
411% of years have inquired about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
411. That's we got plenty of room. We got plenty of room.
You do. I see. I just watched Ariel, Australia. Y'all got a lot of room down there.
Yeah, yeah.
We could
We
just all move down.
we only populate around about 2% of our land space. So
Oh, wait a minute. That's
there's,
that spider thing again. Oh well.
Yeah, you're
shit.
gonna have to learn that
Yeah,
word
I forgot about
spiders,
the spider
John.
thing. Yeah, I know. I can't
if you
forget
live
about
on
the
if
spider
you live
thing.
on the if you live on the coast, which
Yeah.
most of us all do, we all live within probably 50 miles of the coast at worst. You will not encounter any disastrous, dangerous creatures.
No
But if you
spiders,
go
Dave?
walking in the
No
bush,
spiders?
if you go walking in the bush with your thongs on, or your flip flops, whatever you want to call them over there, and your shorts, you're going to get bitten by something.
Sounds like West Texas, John.
Yeah, it does.
So it's no
Ain't
different.
nothing out here don't scratch you, poke you, or bite you.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right.
We have the greatest barrier reef in the world, the biggest reef that you go
Indeed.
snorkeling on or swimming over, and it's only
And
swimming depth. I mean, you can swim shallow, mate. It's beautiful. The colours, it's glamorous.
all right, Dave.
There's
We're
so
all
much
coming.
to see over here, mate.
We're all coming.
You got
That's
the
it.
big, you got the big
Yeah, we're all
rock.
moving.
Yeah, we're all getting on
Get
the plane,
over
Dave.
here. But I know that when I know what'll happen when Trump's gone. You'll all move back to America because America was a great place. Make America great again. Yeah, get rid of Trump.
Get rid of Trump. Yeah, get rid of his brand of politics, his brand of bullshit. We'd be a whole lot
When
better
wasn't
off.
it great, John? When wasn't it great?
I know. I hate
When
that
was it?
he ran on that. It's just
Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah, because
Well,
we
go
haven't
look
been.
it up.
We're still
Go look
working
it
on
up.
it.
I'll say this.
We just went through a list of shit why we're not. Homelessness, hunger, medical problems. Yeah, we're not there. We're not
But
there.
John,
We haven't been there.
John, remember how we say he relates to Hitler? And something as simple as make America again, it was done by Hitler.
It was done. Make
Germany.
Germany great again. Make Germany
Look
great.
it up. It's
it
written
was
in history.
Hitler's
Google
slogan.
it. Hitler said it. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
um,
And
Heil
he plays to the
Hitler,
same
America.
hatreds. He plays to the same hatreds that Hitler did. It's just packaged
Because Hitler,
different.
he's done he's done exactly what Hitler done.
Yes.
He was not elected into your government. He was brainwashed into your government. He was confused into your government. He was mystified into your government. So let me tell you, there were still people I know that
He
were
was
MAGA
brought to us by
supporters
TV.
that said they didn't know he was going to cut benefits for this. They didn't know he was going to do this. On the day of the voting, so you had so much against you as Americans, he didn't win based on what you guys, how can I say it? He went on a lie.
Yeah.
Because he didn't win based on policy.
And they're going to find that out too. They're finding it out
Yes.
now. It's all based on a lie.
The trouble is, it's
based
going to
on
hurt
bullshit
you.
and hatred.
But it's going to hurt you and the average American who is a democratic, look after your fellow American sort of guy. He's going to get hurt by this. And even when Trump's gone, you've got years of rebuilding.
Oh, this isn't going to be over for a long time, Dave. Tune
He's
in
done
next
damage,
week.
mate.
We'll be still
He's
sitting
done
here talking
typical-
about the same shit.
This is typical Trump and his business dealings, what he's done. He's done it to America. He's killed your morals. He's killed everything that was good about
Not
America.
all of us, Dave. Not all of us.
Not the people,
Just-
but the energy and the love for the country and the loyalty to the country and, loyalty to the fellow
we have to fight
Americans.
to bring that back.
It's going to be a
make
tough fight.
It is. It is. It's going to be a damn tough fight. It's going to be an ugly fight. Anyway,
And
Dave,
you'll win. You will win, but there's going to be casualties along the way. I'm sorry to say.
all right, brother. We'll see you.
Good night, mate.
Good night, buddy. I appreciate your voice in here tremendously.
Cool. Good night, Mr. Chick.
Good night,
And
Dave.
is everyone, whoever's left in the room, good night. Love you all. See
I
you
always
later.
leave the ladies for last, buddy. You know that.
Well,
Good night.
go play with the ladies.
There you go. Texas Candace. Candace, thank you so much for coming in. Had a very calming voice. Thank you.
Well, thank you, dear. Maybe
I
that's because
appreciate
I'm a
it.
little tired. I've been working around here trying to get things done in this warm
Yeah.
weather before I get,
Yeah.
pushed in the house.
Yeah,
So
it's coming. Yeah, you're going to get it before I
it
do.
is,
So
and
I'm looking at Monday,
oh,
so
I
you're
know.
probably looking at Saturday or Sunday
Well, it
where
was
it's going to.
23 this morning.
Oh shit! See, that's
It was
see.
already. I mean, it looked like it snowed
Anybody
out
who
here
has
this
any
morning.
doubt about how big Texas is going north to south, yeah, that's a big difference there.
Yeah, you're about 8 hours from me. Drive.
Yeah, it's about 8 hours drive. Good,
Yeah.
8 hours. All right,
Yeah.
Candace, I appreciate you much coming in, darling. Come back anytime.
Alrighty. Happy
We're
New
going to
Year,
be
honey,
here.
and make it a great year. Make it a great
We're
year.
going to try. We're going to try to make it
Yeah.
the best year we can anyway.
There you go.
That's it.
Good night, Mr. Chick.
Good night, Candace.
And Miss Chick.
And John.
Thank you, darling, for everything you
You
do.
did
I
it again,
appreciate it.
John.
What?
Pulled another one out of you.
Pulled another one right out of our butt. That's what this show is. We talk about what everybody wants to talk about, and I don't care what that is. I do feel I don't feel like I'm giving it everything I got.
You're giving it just enough.
I'm giving it all
enough.
I have. And it is rough. It's terribly rough right now. But yeah, if it wasn't for this little family meeting here, no, John wouldn't be doing good at all.
And your
This
rant
family
was fantabulous the other day.
I was going to do one today until, well, there was a dog fight.
Well, I saw the Band-Aid and a little blood spot on the Band-Aid.
Yeah, I'm the only one came out of that fight bleeding. Yeah, I got a pretty good bite on my arm. But
yeah. Gotta stop sticking your hands in the fight.
yeah, that's what my son says. Dad, quit. Well, shit, I reached for one of the collars and the collar came off, and then I'm trying to reach for a dog, and, well, it didn't go well.
Yeah.
So
No.
anyway, you got anybody you want to call out tonight?
Actually, I do.
You.
Oh, we had some lovely blue dots who shared this shit on Facebook.
And pray tell, who are the shit sharers?
Well, we had Barbara Harris from Florida, Gabrielle Gabby Martinez from California, Dana Spear
Coast to
from North
coast.
Carolina, Todd Beach from Wisconsin, Bertie Jimenez from Texas, and Ann Del Rio from Florida. All shared this
All
shit.
shared that shit. And guess what?
Huh.
You could share this shit too.
Oh, you
Every
could.
one of you watching could share this shit.
Yeah.
Right down there. Hit the buttons right down there. Share, like, subscribe, all
Like,
that
share,
kind of shit.
subscribe.
All of
You
that.
can do it all.
It's a sale. Right now, it's 100% off.
3 for free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, look, darling, thank you so much. Thank
You're
you for
welcome,
hanging
John.
with me, darling. I appreciate you tremendously. Anyway, mañana is Beer and Bud Friday. John is going to attempt to do his Beer and Bud Friday, so I've already got my beer on the ice. I hope you do too. And we'll get on with a weekend and another week. And hope for better news as it comes along. In the meantime, in whatever metaphor you want to use in it, try to put a smile on your face, pass that shit along to somebody else. Try to make a difference in somebody's life tomorrow. Just, it'll do a world of good for yourself. Anyway, I love you all. Thank you for being here. Y'all say good night.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.